The 8th BRICS Leaders Summit comes at a time when all 5 member countries are facing various economic difficulties. South Africa faces the threat of a credit rating downgrade at the end of the year, while Brazil was downgraded to a junk status earlier this year. India, though, continues to register strong growth. It's currently the world's fastest growing economy.
Various BRICS undertakings need to culminate in growing investments in and expanding value-added trade within BRICS, which should also support integration into global value chains.
Leaders have agreed on a raft of policy decisions to reinvigorate member states' economies. These include investments in infrastructure, renewable energy, manufacturing, technology, and agriculture. They also want to increase intra-BRICS trade to $500 billion by 2020.
We count on the BRICS Business Council to work with us to achieve our common aim of strengthening mutual trade, enhancing business opportunities, building investment linkages, promoting innovation, and removing bottlenecks to intra-BRICS commerce.
Meanwhile, BRICS leaders have lauded the work done by the executives of the new development bank to mobilize financial resources for infrastructure development. During its first year in operation, the bank has secured loans to fund major projects in the fields of renewable energy and manufacturing. It expects to issue loans of $2.5 billion next year. President Zuma says the establishment of the African Center in Johannesburg will help bolster efforts to industrialize the African continent.
The new development bank, African Regional Center, which is being established in South Africa, will pay particular attention to project preparation, funding, and the implementation of continental projects.
Leaders of countries along the Bay of Bengal like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Myanmar also attended the BRICS Outreach Mini-Summit. The president has called for the eradication of trade barriers and expansion of infrastructure links between Asian countries and Africa. The summit also deliberated on coordinated efforts to combat global terror. India is currently engaged in a diplomatic spat with Pakistan over recent cross-border attacks blamed on militants in Pakistan. The incident has renewed tensions between the nuclear-armed neighbors. The Indian Prime Minister has called on fellow leaders of BRICS to step up cooperation against terrorism.
Terrorist funding, their weapon supply, training and political support must be systematically cut off. In this respect, we need to deepen the security cooperation between our national security advisors. Early adoption of the draft Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism will be an expression of our resolve to fight this means.
BRICS member countries account for 53% of the world's population and have a combined GDP of over $2.5 trillion. China will assume the presidency of the BRICS grouping next year. SABC News, Goa, India.